right? All right, Celestina, the astronaut ballerina. When Celestina was a little girl, her dreams were big, out of this world. She did not want to be an athlete, a movie star, or to work on Wall Street. Nope, she had bigger plans than that, and those plans came with a special hat. She truly wanted to walk and explore where no girl had set foot before. The dream she dreamed was to walk on the moon, and she could not leave a minute too soon. She would go in a rocket and fly through space and be the first little girl to visit that place. But to fly to the moon, you have to train. You must work hard, simple and plain. You need to be smart to pass the test. In short, you have to be the best. And Celestina really tried her best to fulfill her mission and her quest. But every time this dreamer spoke, the kids made her feel just like a joke. That's not kind. All through school and even after, kids would burst out with laughter. They mocked her for the dream she had, and that made her feel really sad. Yeah, it's probably not kind, right? It's not kind to make fun of someone. And what of adults? What did they say? Did they tell her that her dream was okay? No. Instead, they fussed and mumbled, carped and griped, and whined and grumbled. Celestina, they said in quiet voices, you need to think about your choices. Being an astronaut is surely grand, but you need to have a better plan. Ooh, wow. Nobody's being very supportive of her. Now, come on, it's time to change and think of something not so strange, her teacher said to Celestina. You would make a great ballerina. I love to dance and twirl, it's true, but I can be an astronaut too. Celestina's words fell short. Her teacher laughed with a big, rude snort. Wow, everyone is not being so kind to her. So, she traded in the stars at night for slippers and a pair of tights. She put away her rocket jet and learned to do a pirouette. She placed her feet in first position and forgot about her heartfelt mission. Her dream to travel and fly through space disappeared without a trace. She practiced hard, she practiced long. She became tough and her muscles strong. She could dance, oh, she could spin, but something was not right within. She was not happy, no, not completely, even though she danced so sweetly. When she jumped, she floated high, but still she dreamed of conquering the sky. She shook the thought out from her head. She tried not to think of it lying in bed. She did not talk about space anymore, and she was not the same, not like before. But then one day, a new teacher came. Miss Stella was this woman's name. Surely she was not like the rest, and what happened next, you wouldn't have guessed. I wonder what Miss Stella is going to tell her. What are your dreams and your desires? What are the things you wish to aspire? Miss Stella asked the girls and boys. What is your biggest hope in the world? Well, that was something that surprised the girl. She liked this teacher who seemed out of this world. Instead of telling her what she should be, Celestina could choose. Her choice was free. To be a ballerina is a great ambition, but I do not think that it's my mission. For years I've been thinking a bigger thought that I should be an astronaut.
Oh.
Well, said Miss Stella, it's time that you soar, trade in your ballet shoes for the rocket's roar. Dream your dreams and never give in. It is never too late for you to begin. Celestina was inspired and was filled inside with hope. She graduated from college, but did she stop there? Nope. When she finished school, off to NASA she went, and many years of training Celestina spent. She learned about launches and landings and more. There were so many subjects for her to explore. She often felt tired after all of the training, but she did it all without ever complaining. And after all that, she was part of a team. Through all of that, she was living her dream. But when it came time to fly to the moon, her commander sang a different tune. Her lunar mission had to be cut short and traded for one of a different sort. Celestina smiled and looked up at the stars. Her new mission was to walk on Mars. For 200 days in a rocket she flew. She followed her dreams and led her crew. She waved to the moon as they zoomed on by. The best way to travel was surely to fly. And 200 days after leaving the earth, she finally knew how much she was worth. A spark from Miss Stella had grown and grown. She had made her dreams her very own. Look, there's Mars. Do you see the big red planet? As the astronauts steered the rocket down, it landed on Mars with a roaring sound. They knew they would see the mission through, with Celestina leading the crew. Celestina stepped out onto Mars. Celestina looked out at the stars. And on that planet did Celestina dance like an astronaut, ballerina. The end. She made it to Mars. She made it to space. Oh, look at this. It says, did you know? Celestina is named after the word for celestial, with means related to the sky. Miss Stella is named after the Latin word stella, which means star. And at the time this book was written, 556 people had flown to space, and only 65 of them have been women. But you know what? You can be next.